all you coin collectors out there, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today we're going to take a look at some 1980 2-cent coins from Australia. Now this is just a pile of them. We got 5 of them here, and the reason I want to look at them is just to show you some of the different patinas and different wear issues and how I value them in terms of when I look at them, what I would be looking for, and also how they would be valued by NGC or one of the one of the services that they use to kind of value money. So the first thing I want to look at here is this one on top. It says Elizabeth II, and if we go over here, we see it says Australia 1980. We see that it has kind of a different colored patina on it. There are some wear marks on the cheek where it's a little darker and right below the eye. We see that down here, the folds of her gown are a little bit darker. Now, this is a bronze coin, which means it's 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. And sometimes some of the different metal colors will come out, and that's what's going on here, a little tiny bit of a zinc color coming through. They are 5.2 grams in weight, 21.6 millimeters in diameter, and 1.5 millimeters in thickness. This coin here it's a second portrait of Queen Elizabeth. It's the Arnold Machin portrait, and she's wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. This coin first came out in 1966 and had the same exact image on the front and back through 1984. Now, there were a couple years where they didn't make a whole lot of them, and it actually got withdrawn from circulation in 1992. So this year in 1980, they made 145.6 million with 68,000 proofs and 100,000 uncirculated. If we go to take a look at the back of this coin, we see that again we have some wear marks or kind of wear colors almost in the frilled lizard. There's a 2 here. This is the frilled lizard. And what happened was in 1990, I believe it was in August of 1990, the Australian minister who's in charge of the currency came out and said, look, we just can't make any money on these. They're costing us more to make them than it is to actually worth or to use them. And so what he said in August, I guess the 21st of August 1990, he said, look, it's just the cost with inflation is too much. It costs more to mint them than it does than they are worth. And so he said, we're going to continue to have them for legal tender, the 1 and 2 cent coins, but we're taking them out of production. Well, it turns out that only about a year and a half later, in February 1992, they actually not only took them out of production, but they started collecting them all and melting them down. And so there aren't as many of these around as you would hope. So let's look at the different patinas here. And it turns out that I don't know if you can tell by looking at them which one's my favorite one, but let's just go through them. So that's this one here. And I can tell you it's not my favorite, even though it's the most copperish one. And here's a 1980, and you can see that this is, a lot of this is just a surface that's put on by people using it. So under this surface is a pretty bright coin, and every once in a while you can see it shining through the copper here. So this coin may not be so worn, but it certainly has a lot of kind of fingerprints and finger grease and stuff on them. This coin, you can actually see it kind of trying to burst through here. Again, same thing and bursting through there. This coin is a nice coin, but it has incredible wear on the cheeks, even on the crown you see some wear, and on the neck. And of course, this is my favorite one. And this has just this amazing patina. We can see some reds, some browns. If this coin was uncirculated and had these kind of reds and browns in it, it would be a very, very expensive coin. Because it's been circulated, it's not incredibly valued, but it's valued by me because I love how the colors come out in these coins on use. And if we tip it up, we can actually see um, all the different shades of the copper here. So this is the coin that I would pick if I had to pick any of these to keep in my collection. Even though the back, you still see some of this, you actually see a little bit of the coloring in the back too, as kind of the reds and purple hues here. So what happens is when you collect coins, you should collect the ones that you like the best, but just be aware of the ones that collectors and coin dealers like the best. And in this case, because there were, essentially 168,000 proofs or uncirculators together, there's plenty of these out there. And as soon as they found out that they were going to take these coins back, people kept them. So you won't have any trouble getting an uncirculated or a proof coin of this era. It should be between $3 and $4 for those. And then one like this is probably worth about $1 to $2, unless you're a collector like me who loves these kind of different colored hues. Again, it's a smooth edge, and there she is, my favorite of the Australian 2 cents from 1980 and from most other years, just because of that patina. All right, have a great day from DC Coin World International Coin Channel.